Hey guys, what is it? Welcome to another video. My name's Commander Belay, and this is a bit of a different video. You know, obviously the season's finished. I made a live stream yesterday, and it's all about transfer news, but I haven't brought any transfer news today. Today, I've decided to do something different, something out of the ordinary that I don't usually do, but I want to do more of these videos, and that's Sarri ball. So basically, Sarri's tactics. I'm going to explain everything, how Sarri plays, how he attacks. We all know he plays a 4-3-3, and we all know he plays attacking football, but we don't know the actual detail and how the players function and what you would expect at Chelsea. I just want to give that video, inform my subscribers, inform any Chelsea fans watching this, what to expect from Sarri next season, which is almost confirmed he's going to join. So I've done a lot of research, I've done a lot of players, and basically this is how they line up. So they line up with a 4-3-3. They have, you know, likes of Koulibaly, Callejon on the right, Mertens, Insigne in the midfield with Hamsik, Zielinski at times, Allen and Jorginho, right? So they have that midfield three, and they play a crucial part in how Sarri wants them to attack. So obviously they play a 4-3-3, they press extremely high, and they win the ball. So basically play very like Jurgen Klopp style 4-3-3, press very high. So they have to have fast players. Sarri's team always has fast front three, always has a fast midfield. You always have to press high. Your stamina has to be immaculate. It has to be very good, because that's his style. He plays, presses high and wins the ball. He does a lot of direct passing. So the way he passes to midfield, how they function, it's all 1-2 touching, tiki-taka, direct passing, right? Okay. So basically, as I've got it up right now, as an image right now, I've got an example here. So in this picture, either Jorginho or Diawara, which basically they're very similar in players, but usually Jorginho plays. In this example here, Jorginho is coming back deep and he's helping to basically defend and build up the play. So what he does is Jorginho, as in this image I've pointed, he's coming back into the defence, he's picking up the ball, he's turning around, and he's creating that play, he's doing that direct passing, he's putting balls in, that's how the attack starts basically. Either Jorginho or Diawara does this. As Jorginho picks up the ball, here's another example. As he picks up the ball, he basically moves the ball and he's moving it about and he's passing to his other teammates. And that's how the attack flows, that's how the fluidity occurs. And that's what Jorginho's role in Sarri ball, that's what Jorginho does. Next we have Allen and Hamsik, which are the other two midfielders alongside Jorginho. Now Allen and Hamsik in this example, they also help build up the play, but sometimes they basically create the link between the front and the back. So Jorginho is basically helping the back, spin that deep line, creative playmaker. Hamsik and Allen are there slightly in front, and they're the link between the front and the back, and that's how basically the attack is continued, the attack is flown even further, and that's basically how the direct passing occurs. That's where the 1-2 touch football occurs. Here, basically, Napoli overall, they basically play fast football to break the opponent's defence, but they have to rely on heavily on lots of Callejon, Hamsik, Mertens, and Insigne. Because if that doesn't occur, Sarri, then the attack doesn't work. They have to heavily rely on those players. All those players are very, very quick, and basically, that's how Sarri likes to play very rapid football, which basically confuses the defence. It kind of breaks that defensive shield down. So very, very attacking, direct style of football. In this example, Insigne and Mertens are basically interlocking. They basically switch. So as Insigne cuts in and dribbles, Mertens overlaps to confuse those defenders. Sometimes because basically Insigne plays on the left, he's got a very, very strong right foot. He cuts in dribbles with his very good agility. He cuts around defenders, and Mertens overlaps. So as Mertens is overlapping, he's taking a defender with him, right? And that leaves space for the likes of Mertens, or even for the left back Gulam, to run in behind. But then, obviously, Insigne's got another option. He can just cut in and dribble, or he could just pass it to Mertens, who's already overlapping, right? So basically, the good sign is with Insigne, he's very good at dribbling, he's got a strong right foot, a bit like Hazard. He might use Hazard in that similar style, which I'm quite looking forward to for the next season. So basically, as Insigne cuts and dribbles onto his stronger right foot, Gulam, which is the Napoli left back, basically overlaps, which also draws another defender. So it creates more space for that attack, and it gives that more variety, more direct passing, allows, you know, more support for Insigne, more support for the attack. Then on the other side of the wing, you've got Callejon, Jose Callejon. He basically stays on the right, basically on the right hand side. He does not cut in because he is playing on the right wing and he's got a very strong right foot. He hasn't got a strong left foot, so there's no point of him cutting in. He's got a very, very good cross on him. So what he does, he says on the right, and as you see in his example, he crosses it in the likes of Mertens or Insigne, who's basically waiting in the box, because he's got a very, very good cross and he's got a very strong right foot. So Callejon stays on that right hand side and he basically whips it in to the box. And then obviously sometimes you have likes of Dries Mertens, who sometimes acts as a false nine. What he does, he basically attracts those defenders because he goes into deep. He attracts those defenders and allows likes of Insigne. He allows likes of Callum to run in behind. That's how Sarri plays. He likes, all I've already mentioned, he likes players to run in behind. He relies on runs, direct passing, very quick, rapid football. And that's how Mertens sometimes acts as a false nine to attract those defenders so that Callejon and Insigne can make those runs in behind. And that's how basically Sarri ball works. So that's how Sarri works, that's how the midfield, that's how the front three works. That's how the attacking style works. When you see into action, I would recommend you see some highlights. Very, very good football. Tiki-taka, one-touch, direct passing, runs in behind. Perfect. I think the way that he's set up, the way that, as I've been researching this, it kind of makes you think that Sarri is an absolute genius, the way that he works, and the fact that his style will take time to implement in our Chelsea starting 11, but once it does, it's going to work like a gem, and I can't wait for the next season. But if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to hit the like button. I did a lot of research, spent a lot of time to make this video, so it'd be greatly appreciated. Subscribe to my channel if you're new for more content. I'll make a lot more videos. And yeah, don't forget the notification bell so you're notified for every time I upload. Comment down below, what do you think of his tactic, his style of play? Did you enjoy the video? And are you looking forward for next season for Sarri ball? But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video and I'll see you for my next video. Peace.